The recent Oval Office clash between U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has sent shockwaves through global politics. What was supposed to be a critical diplomatic meeting turned into an explosive confrontation, leaving the world questioning the future of U.S.-Ukraine relations. Trump, known for his blunt style, and Zelenskyy, desperate for unwavering U.S. support, found themselves in a heated exchange that ended in disaster. The result? A fractured alliance, a scrapped mineral resources agreement, and an emboldened Russia watching from the sidelines with glee. Leading up to the meeting, tensions were already high. Trump had been pushing for Ukraine to make territorial concessions to Russia, a move that many saw as an outright betrayal of Ukraine's fight for sovereignty. Zelenskyy, on the other hand, arrived in Washington with one primary goal: securing strong security guarantees from the U.S. to prevent further Russian aggression. But instead of a productive dialogue, the meeting quickly turned into a shouting match. Reports suggest that Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance berated Zelenskyy for being ungrateful for the military aid the U.S. has provided. In a shocking moment, Trump allegedly told Zelenskyy that Ukraine should start thinking about how to lose with dignity. The Ukrainian president, known for his defiance, refused to back down, resulting in an exchange so heated that White House officials ultimately asked Zelenskyy to leave. The abrupt end meant the planned press conference and the signing of a minerals deal were scrapped, a diplomatic failure that has left Ukraine in a vulnerable position. As expected, the reactions to the meeting have been sharply divided. Trump's supporters hailed his no-nonsense approach, arguing that the U.S. should not be giving Ukraine a blank check in its war against Russia. Some Republicans even suggested that Zelenskyy had overplayed his hand, assuming he could demand endless U.S. aid without conditions. On the other hand, Democrats and many foreign policy experts called Trump's behavior reckless, arguing that his actions could severely damage America's credibility among its allies. The idea that the U.S. president would publicly humiliate the leader of a country fighting for its survival shocked many. Some even speculated that Trump's approach signaled a softening stance toward Russia, raising concerns that he might be willing to cut a deal with Vladimir Putin at Ukraine's expense. If there was one clear winner from this meeting, it was Russia. The Kremlin wasted no time in gloating over Zelenskyy's humiliation. Russian officials mocked the Ukrainian leader, with Dmitry Medvedev calling it a proper slapdown and urging the U.S. to halt military aid to Ukraine altogether. Meanwhile, European leaders scrambled to reassure Ukraine that it was not alone. Norwegian Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre expressed dismay over the meeting's outcome, while Poland's Donald Tusk emphasized unwavering support for Ukraine. But the reality is grim: without strong backing from the U.S., Ukraine's war effort faces significant hurdles. Given the disastrous outcome of their recent meeting, another Trump-Zelenskyy sit-down seems unlikely in the near future. The fracture in their relationship is too deep, and their conflicting goals, Trump's desire for a quick resolution, even at Ukraine's expense, versus Zelenskyy's need for long-term security guarantees, appear irreconcilable. This confrontation raises larger questions about America's role in global conflicts. Is the U.S. still the leader of the free world, or is Trump signaling a new era of American isolationism? One thing is certain: Ukraine is now in a more precarious position than ever, and the world is watching what Trump will do next.